In most of the videos on this channel, I teach you how to become a better person, grow, become more attractive, become more charismatic, all with the end result of getting more and better women in your life. On this video, I'm just gonna cut out the middleman. We're not gonna improve ourselves at all as people. We're just gonna go straight to what is the simplest, most effective way that you can get more girls without improving yourself in any way, shape, or form. Let's look at these hacks you can use to get more women in your life right now. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 10 hacks how to get more women in your life right now, today, without changing as a human being at all. Each of the 10 hacks I'm about to present to you are designed to be so easy that anyone can do them. They're designed to not drastically change your life, and yet they will bring more girls into your life, guaranteed. It frustrates me so much that guys spend so much time learning theory and learning to improve themselves and learning to grow, and yet they never get out of the house, never meet girls, never actually put things into practice. And part of the reason for that is because it's hard. There's resistance around going out and making a big effort. So these 10 hacks I'm gonna give you are designed to improve your dating life, get girls coming across your path and into your life in as effortless a way as possible, with the tiniest possible changes to your life for the maximum amount of new girls brought into it. So that's what this list is all about. Hack number 1, be presentable every time you leave the house. And by that I mean actually put some care into how you look, because you never know when you're going to meet a girl. I have met girls when I was just going shopping for some basic groceries, and I could have definitely gone out looking like a schlub. I looked good, I met some girls, and it went well. I have met girls by ordering pizza, and the pizza girl turned out to be hot, and I met her, got her phone number, went on a date with her, and slept with her, okay? I have had all kinds of random situations where I didn't expect to be meeting girls, but because I looked good, or at least good enough that I was confident to talk to girls, I was able to meet girls and get girls in my life that I wouldn't have otherwise. So please, just every time you go out the door, look good. It's not very hard as a man. It takes like a few minutes to do your hair and put on a shirt. One other side benefit of this, even if you don't happen to meet girls each time you go out, if people are looking at you and thinking you look better, if people are treating you with more respect, it's going to help your self-esteem. Also, if you just look at yourself in the mirror randomly, you're like, oh shit, who's that good looking? Oh, that's me. That good looking guy in the mirror is me. That's awesome. That's all just going to feed into you having better self-esteem, you thinking better about your own appearance. So that's another side benefit, aside from even just bringing the girls into your life. Hack number 2, whenever possible, walk or take the train or whatever is applicable instead of driving. Instead of sitting in your car by yourself talking to no one, put yourself in a situation where there's the opportunity to be social. This is particularly applicable if you live in a big city, and especially if you live in Europe. A lot of times, bigger cities, and especially European cities, have amazing public transportation or amazing ways to get around, or they're highly walkable. If you isolate yourself by putting yourself in a car, you're simply going to come into contact with fewer women than you would otherwise. So get out there, talk to more women, walk. It's better for your health anyway. Just please do it. Hack number 3 is the best piece of advice that my father ever gave me about women that I completely failed to appreciate until much later in life. And that's this. He said, here's actually literally what he said to me. He said, Todd, someday soon you're gonna start to notice girls. You're gonna start to think, they're kind of special. And what you're gonna wanna do when that happens is I want you to say hello and goodbye to every single girl you meet. Whether you like her, whether you don't like her, I just want you to say hello and goodbye to every single girl in your life. I'm gonna take that and go one step further and say hello and goodbye to every single person in your life, right? Anyone you come into contact with on a regular basis, just say hi and bye to them. At the beginning of the day, you see them, oh, hey, Bob. Oh, hey, Susie. Oh, hey, Mary. Whatever. At the end of the day, oh, hey, have a good night. Oh, yeah, rough day. See you tomorrow, right? Just literally do that. You don't have to do any more, because here's what happened. When you say hi to someone the first time and you've never said hi to them before, they're like, hi? And they're kind of like, why did he say hi to me? The second time you say hi, and they're like, hi back. The third time, they're expecting it, and they might even say hi first. By the 5th or 6th time, they're asking you how your day was, and they're starting a conversation with you because you're now friends. It's as simple as that. If you see someone enough times, you say hi and bye to them enough times, it's weird and awkward not to get into a conversation with them eventually. If you get into more conversation with more people, especially more girls and more attractive girls, you're gonna have more dates. And by the way, don't only do this with the attractive girls. The unattractive girls talk to the attractive girls, and the unattractive girls have attractive female friends. And the guys, especially the popular cool guys, invite people to parties, know girls, know other cool guys, it really does snowball and work in your favor. So please, the people that you see in your day-to-day life, just literally take a fraction of a second and say hello and goodbye to them. It will do wonders for your dating life and your social life overall. Hack number 4 is one of my personal favorites because it not only will help you with women, it will also help you with self-improvement in general. And here's what it is. Whenever you go somewhere, make it a habit to be a certain amount early, say maybe 10 or 15 minutes early, and bring a book with you or bring something you can read or learn on your phone with you. Okay, so that way, when you're going to the place, if you happen to meet a girl on the way, you have plenty of time to talk to her, plenty of time to meet her. You're not in this situation of, oh shit, I'm late for this meeting. Oh, there's a cute girl. Oh no, I'm late for the meeting. I can't approach her. Instead, you're like, oh, I have 15 minutes. There's a cute girl. That means I have some time to meet her and get her phone number and things can go well. And I can even make it a solid interaction and get a solid number out of it. And by the way, if I arrive 15 minutes early because I didn't happen to meet any girls on the way, well, perfect. Now I have a chance to catch up on my reading because as we well know, if you read more, that's one of the absolute best habits for succeeding in life. So bring a good book and you're either going to catch up on your reading and improve your life that way, or you're going to meet a girl and improve your life that way. But either way, being early is going to be great. Also, by being 15 minutes early, you're not going to be late for things, which may help you in other ways. It may help your social reputation. And in fact, if you get to something and there's an issue or something's gone wrong, you're going to have 15 minutes to fix it preemptively instead of having a disaster. So actually being early will help you in that way as well. So this is literally a win-win-win. You might meet girls, you might catch up on your reading, and you might avert disaster. Such a good idea to be a few minutes early and be prepared with something productive to do in case you are early. Hack number 5 is one of the more time-intensive ones, but it's also one of the absolute most valuable ones if you do it in terms of dramatically and exponentially increasing the number of women and dates in your life. And that is this. Set aside in your calendar 20 minutes a day for doing online dating. And then in that 20 minutes a day, I want you to work backwards up your funnel. And what I mean by that is the first thing you do when you log onto your accounts is you message the girls who you're closest to setting a date with. And then after that, you message the girls you're next closest to, and next closest to, and next closest to, all the way up to the girls you've just matched with. And then once you've gone through all those messages, or all those girls that you have to message, then you go swipe or do a boost and get more matches. And so you're working on your best leads first, you're working on the most productive and best use of your time first, and then you're filling the funnel last. But you're making sure that at all times, you will have girls to message. Hack number 6 is a multiplier on all these other hacks as well as a multiplier on your day-to-day life. And it's simply this. Wear one interesting item of clothing or piece of jewelry. Basically, wear something cool and interesting that a person could comment on if they wanted to talk to you. Therefore, if a girl happened to like you, she could say, hey, nice tie, or hey, cool shoes, or something like that, or hey, that's a really interesting watch. And that way she can come and approach you without it being slutty or try hard on her part. And also, if you're doing some of these other hacks, like saying hello and goodbye to everybody, if you say hi and bye to someone a few times and they want to say something to you or they feel social towards you and they say, oh, I like your shoes, by the way, now you're much more likely to get organically into a conversation than you would have been if they had not had something to comment on. So the idea here is you're just making it easier for anyone who sees you to comment on you. You're also, by the way, standing out and being more unique, which makes you more memorable. So that's also a positive that goes along with this. Some quick examples of this. You may have noticed that I oftentimes wear pink tennis shoes. Why is that? Because it gets attention in a positive way. I get tons and tons of compliments on those shoes. Some guys with tattoos, they get compliments on their tattoos. Other guys will wear a unique necklace. There's lots of things that you can do that will get you more attention. Do something that's cool, do something that's congruent with you, but definitely try and stand out in some small way. Hack number 7 reverses one of the negative trends in dating, which is that people are working more remotely and therefore they're not bumping into their coworkers as much. They're not getting a social outlet by going to work. If you do work remotely, if you're a person that doesn't work in an office, you work from home, instead of working from home all the time, maybe occasionally work somewhere more social. So go one day a week and work in a coffee shop. And then when people come into the coffee shop, occasionally take some breaks and talk to them. Or if you like, sign up and work at a co-working space where you at least get some flow of people through, people you can talk to, people you can meet, instead of just sitting at home at a desk by yourself. Now, obviously, you want to stay focused. You don't want this to interfere with your work. But to the extent that you can, being in a social place during your breaks is going to enhance your social life dramatically over watching TV or just sitting on the couch vegging out or whatever else you happen to do during your breaks. And you know what? You might even find that talking to people during your breaks energizes you and makes you more creative at work, depending on what you actually do. Hack number 8 is again about reducing the isolation of the 21st century. And the idea here is when you have a choice of buying something online versus going and buying it in person, If it's not a huge extra commitment to buy it in person, go buy it in person, because you're gonna meet people along the way. If you buy your groceries in an actual grocery store, you might meet some interesting people in the aisles. And even if you don't meet girls, you may just say hi and bye to some people. You may just have a conversation, which helps your social life. Especially for items that are a little more high end, go shop for them in person that have similar interests to you. Who knows, you might meet some people. Or let's say you buy nice clothes, buy some designer clothes in the store, you may meet some other people who have similar interests. Also, a lot of times in high-end stores, there are girls who are attractive, who are paid to be there, who you can talk to, perhaps befriend, perhaps even date. But you're never gonna meet any of them if you don't leave the house. Hack number 9, say yes to social invitations. Basically always, even if you don't really think you wanna go. Let's say at work, everybody's like, hey, a bunch of the people are going out for a drink after work. If you don't have another conflicting commitment, just be like, yeah, I don't have a lot of time, but I'll come by for one quick drink. And then just show up and say hi. And if it's awesome, stay. And if it sucks, just say hi to everybody, make an appearance, and then leave. And even if you make an appearance and leave, at least they're gonna be like, oh, that was that cool social guy. Oh, there was that guy that was out with us for that drink one time. I trust him more, I know him more, etc. because of it. And again, a lot of the invitations may turn out to be good. Let's say maybe you get invited to something you think is completely lame, and it turns out it is, but there's one cute girl there who also thinks it's lame. And you guys can talk and commiserate about how lame it is, have a drink together, and boom, new relationship. You never know what may happen, so say yes to your social invitation. And by the way, just saying yes to this social invitation doesn't mean that something has to come out of it right now. If you say yes to this social invitation, it deepens a couple of friendships, and then you get invited to something else later that you actually do want to go to that is cool, it was still all worth it, right? A lot of this stuff is planting seeds that will eventually grow, but they can't grow if you don't plant them and nurture them. Hack number 10 is possibly the biggest commitment on this list, but it's also possibly the most rewarding, and that is this. Join some activities, join some hobbies, things you enjoy that also have girls involved in them. So if you like yoga and you usually do it at home, go join a yoga class. If you like to run, you're preparing for a race, go join a group of people that are also preparing for a race and go run and talk with other people. If you like sports, go join a co-ed sports league. Basic as the gym, just join an actual gym instead of working out in your house. One of the absolute best of these, if you've ever wanted to learn to dance, go join a dance class. Dance classes have tons of single girls that are wishing for a male dance partner to be present for them to practice with. And whatever your interest is, there are meetups in your area. There are meetups for board games, there are meetups for tech, there are meetups for all kinds of things. A lot of those may have more guys than girls in them, but even that is an improvement to your social life, and anything that does happen to have girls is exponentially even better for your social life. But the more you get out and talk to people, even if they're not girls, it's all going to be a bonus. So those are 10 life hacks to bring more girls into your life. All of them should be simple adjustments and not big commitments, and many of them will actually make your life better in ways other than girls on top of getting you a girl. So I don't want to hear the excuse that you can't meet girls in your day-to-day life anymore, because here are 10 ways where you can make your day-to-day life better for meeting girls and also just better, period. Go do it. See you on the next video.